You are the wife of NBA star
Joe Smith.
Yes. Okay. We're going to call you Kiss. Is that your artist name?
Yes.
Do you use that on OnlyFans as well, too?
I was a porn star from the years of 1989 to 2006. AIDS was rampant around this time. Everyone thinks that because you're a porn star, you're super promiscuous and that, you have a high body count.
I ain't never seen nobody punk their husband the way you did.
I have an OnlyFans page, and he's mad because he's just now finding out about it.
Of course I'm mad at you just finding out about it.
I'm not doing it with anybody but myself, so why should I have to tell you my choice, my body, my fucking choice?
How did you and Joe meet?
We met in Los Angeles in 2012 at a BET Awards party.
So he was playing basketball at the time?
No, he wasn't.
Oh, he was? It was before?
No, this is after basketball.
After basketball? Yes. I don't know why I thought you met him.
Everyone, that's a preconception right there, or a misconception that I was with him while he was playing ball. I was not that wife.
So he's retired?
Yes.
Okay, was he getting retirement checks when you met him?
No, it doesn't work like that.
Right.
And then Moniece Slaughter, she stole $100,000 from him. She was dating him prior to me.
Love and Hip Hop Moniece?
Yes.
Moniece. Got a baby by a Lil Fizz.
Moniece the thief.
How the hell did that go down?
And then I even have her on a recording saying, I can tell you how I got the money.
So you're in a relationship with Kid, and then you fuck play?
It was whack as fuck. Dick is trash. Got a little ass dick. I fucked up good dick for whack dick.
Whose life did you ruin?
And nobody else's. I was fucking with Pac for a little bit.
Tupac?
Yes. But not like his girl, just, we boned every now and then. I met him.
You was fucking with Pac. Now Jada is finna lose her shit.
Yeah.
Tupac's widow is finna lose her fucking shit. Was you okay?
The
first of all, I'm trying to figure out
why. The dick was good, and he
Tupac got some good dick.
Yes.
Jada swears that Tupac was with her.
No.
And I'm like, no, he had a fiance.
He was with Keisha, and I was the other Keisha. And he probably was smashing around that time, but Jada was also fucking MC Light around that time. Let's talk about it at the Catch, honey.
Whoa.
See them there together.
Whoa.
Yes, ma'am.
Whoa, what the hell just happened? You're saying that Jada Pinkett Smith. Of the hour is they want to be kept anonymous. So we do that. Remember, winos, you guys have to answer in the chat. Hi, Tasha. How do you feel about having relationships with siblings? I ask this because even though we grew up in the same household, the relationship with my brother is very toxic. In the past, he has been very disrespectful towards me and talked to me any kind of way. But I was always the one he called when he needed anything and came running. Arguments used to be very hurtful and cutthroat on both ends because we're both stubborn and didn't back down. It came a point where I got tired of all the toxicity and cut all the communication off for years at a time. Family functions are high and by. Everybody wants us to get along, but I feel like my peace is more important with or without him. What do you think? Thanks. Okay. And so, thank you so much for writing in. Thank you for trusting me. Okay, I appreciate that. Now, you said something that was key. You said in the past, he has been very disrespectful towards me and talked to me any kind of way. And you said that the arguments used to be very hurtful and cutthroat on both ends, so which means both of y'all was talking shit as brother and sister. But at the end of the day, that's your brother. That's your brother. And this was the past. People do change, I have a lot of siblings, and we all fight. We just had a fight this past weekend at the Thanksgiving table. So much so the husbands had to get up, exit, and then come back and calm it down. It's just how it goes. Your family is the one that's going to hurt your feelings the most because they know you and you feel like whatever it is, they should just gracefully just have grace for you despite them being real because they are a reflection of you. And that's a lot of times why we don't like what they got to say. We came up in the same house. We got the same mama and daddy. How dare you tell me like you better than me and we the same? It sounds like you holding grudges and it ain't hurt nobody but you because you at family events, high and by. He's not disrespecting you currently. And if y'all can say high and by, then y'all can say more to each other. And you can still keep your distance until you feel like it's safe enough for your feelings to go around him, because that's all this is. He's just hurting your damn feelings. Okay. Now, it would be different if you called in and said he was touching on you and stuff like that, because you do have people that really go through that. Their brothers touch on them, whether they beat them or inappropriately touch them, cousins too, and stuff like that. But if this is just some brother and sister type shit, because that's just what it is, and ain't no telling what type of childhood y'all had coming up, and it sounds like you got a little mouth on you too. I don't see nothing wrong with that at all. Like y'all need to bury this, because at the end of the day, your mama them gonna be gone, and it's just gonna be y'all. And you see who he come running to. Who can you run to share this empty space? All right, remember, guys, use the link to call in. I'm gonna start answering calls here in a second. The link is in the chat, guys. Okay, Jasmine's putting the link in the chat. Go ahead and hit that link. I'm going to get to y'all backstage, but I'm going to read a few more questions before y'all come up here cussing and carrying on. And Tom, if you in the comments, I need you in the chat. I need you backstage, Tom. I need your energy. I love Tom. Y'all shout out for Tom. Okay, let's hope he watching from the UK. I know it's late over there. All right, up next. Let me see. Okay, this is a good one. Is it too long? Oh my God, it's long. Oh, okay. Y'all tell me if y'all want me to read it or not. It's long. It's titled, Kid's Father Ain't Shit. Please help before I catch a charge. Now, it's long now. You want me to read it? It's up to y'all. I'm an equal opportunity over here. I read pretty fast, don't I, Jasmine? I just get a little tongue-tied and dry mouth. You know what I'm saying? Remember, this is happy hour, okay? I'm going to read it. Let's go. Somebody said, no! I'm going to read fast, okay? Kid's father ain't shit. Help before I catch a charge, Tasha. Hey, Miss Tasha K. First and foremost, I want to say, continue to do what you do. She want to remain anonymous due to the recent career change. I understand that. With that being said, I have a serious question I would like to ask. I have 2 kids with a man who now lives in another state. I have never been the type of woman to keep him from visiting his kids, taking them on vacations, having them for the holidays, etc. I have not been any aggressive mother who fights every girlfriend, wife, side chicken, etc. Well, I mean, y'all live in different states, so it's kind of hard to fight a side chicken stuff. As a matter of fact, I can only say that I literally get along with all of his other mother's kids with little to no effort. That's the problem right there. Talking about my kid's father ain't shit. How many mothers was in the picture? Y'all sure don't know how to pick them. The only problem I really have is the fact that my kid's father does not treat his kids equally. It's too many. Okay? It's too many. I'm going to answer this as I go. It's too many, child. It's hard to treat them equal, okay? Some may be cheaper than others. Some may be more expensive than others. Some may require no time at all, okay? You may have a kid that has autism. Don't want to be stuck with him. It's just... it's the luck of the draw. All right. Now, let me explain. During the past, our little girl would return from the visits with a broken nail finger. Our daughter had to wear her finger in a sling and attend physical therapy for months. According to the story, his youngest son, who he holds on a pedestal, slammed my daughter's hand in a freezer door. Oh, hell no. When my son, now that's toxic. See, you know what I'm saying? See, the other girl didn't say that in the question before. Okay. When my son called to tell me, I told them to meet me at the hospital. When we got there, he tried to downplay the injury and immediately left as soon as I walked in the hospital with her. He did not even bother to stay. Okay, now he didn't even bother to stay. Our daughter's nail was damn near off her finger. They had to insert pins into her finger and she had to wear a sling and attend physical therapy for months. They all claimed it was an accident, so I let it. Next vacation, they leave, and upon the return, my daughter told me that the younger brother slapped her. Damn, he got an anger problem, okay? When I talked to their dad about it, the incident, he brushed it off, was okay. I immediately got pissed off and went off. Needless to say, that turned nasty. I tried to explain to him that it's not acceptable for a male child to hit a female child. Right. It is not acceptable that the father does not choose to discipline the child for their actions. Right. I did not grow up in an abusive household, and I absolutely refuse for my daughter to believe it's okay for a man to put his hands on her, exclamation part. Right. Needless to say, after we had this disagreement, he did what he usually does, which is run and tell like a little bitch. What are you doing? Okay. He will go and tell everyone some exaggerated story about me as a person, painting me as a villain so that he can gain an army and come against me. Well, this is a big army. Okay. It's rhinos. As usual, I stand alone 10 toes down against all. I allowed them to think whatever they want to think about me because at the end of the day, their opinions don't do shit for me. I can tell she educated. I ain't been tongue-tied that one time reading this, okay? She can write. She got an education. They don't pay any bills or put any food on my table. Hell, he barely does anything for my children. If I want to keep it all the way 100%, the main reason I never rejected their visits is because I enjoyed my me time. I heard that child. Send them kids to their daddy, okay? I mean, how many women would allow their kids' father to visit and come get them daily when they barely pay the mandated child support, never buys any school clothes, never keeps any of his promises to the kids? He only keeps them when he has a girlfriend so that he can front like he's the daddy of the year. That's what they are, okay? The kids get them. And she can buy the school clothes, a new girlfriend, okay? Never contributes to any school-rated fees. I mean, I can go on and on for the do's and don'ts of this man. $60 every 3 weeks for 2 kids. Baby, bye. Now, you knew his pockets was a little short when he had mothers before you, okay? Now, and you sound educated, so it should be easy. You know, I'm going to talk about this in a minute. Educated women, okay? Y'all got to take some responsibility in this. I almost got triggered there for a second. $60 every 3 weeks for 2 kids, baby, bye. He can't literally buy their time. Another break comes, and he wants to get the kids. Against my better judgment, I allowed them to go. Again, my daughter gets slapped. When she told me, I went off. He disregards his innocent, takes up for his son, gets loud and leaves. He disappears for months. This is where shit turns left real quick. Months later, he shows up at our home. I was in a house allowing him the privacy to visit the kids. He was outside yelling at my kids, telling them they should not be telling me anything that goes on. True. That I'm evil and whatnot. No, yeah. To be honest, I can't even remember anything because I literally went dark. I mean, I let it go over 17 years of frustration and went the absolute F off. So y'all must be high school sweethearts or something. So yeah, okay, 17 years. The reason I went off is because after all those years, I have never talked down about his bum ass to his kids up until the point I had prided myself on being a parent that never displayed their dad in front of the kids. Disrespected, okay, downplayed their dad in front of the kids. Even when my mother, okay, brother, anyone used to talk crap about him in front of them, I used to always shut that down immediately. I firmly believe in keeping the kids in a safe place, okay, in a kid's place. I do not condone bashing the parent in front of the kids. I believe in the children having their own relationship that they built on their own. I would have never done that. And for him to do that in front of my kids was on my property was a true slap to my face. That was the first time my kids had ever heard me talk negatively about their dad. It was also the first time my kids saw me get violent with their dad. No, ma'am. Okay. Man, I can't even lie. I tried to break his face with his own car truck after I repeatedly. So you just gonna give the very thing he's telling the kids about you. You come out there and do it. You come out there and do it. Mm-mm. Okay, after I repeatedly asked him to leave and he refused to leave, I went and got my pistol and my black lab. Not the lab. The lab don't bite. Lab dogs don't bite. He was going to either get a bullet in the ass or a dog's bite on the dick. Okay, either way, he was not leaving that yard in one piece. Not only that, he repeatedly keeps yelling how that's his son. He's just a kid. That's his son. Not one time did he acknowledge how his protections of his golden child are affecting the children he has that have come before this one. He thinks it's okay for a man to hit a woman because of how he was raised. I'm simply trying to get him to see that if you do not correct the aggression he has towards women, now it will get worse. And he will come across the right woman at the right time and she will beat the shit out of him and might even do something a lot worse, depending on the mentality. He does not believe that anything is wrong and refuses to discipline his son for literally abusing our daughter. He has no regard for female protection. We are the last on the totem pole, and I refuse for my daughter to think that a man getting violent is equivalent to love. Time has passed, and now he is asking for them to visit him in another state. I'm really against it, but I would hate to be the reason my children do not have a relationship with their father. What should I do? Child, you was about to be the reason they didn't have a daddy. Going to get a gun and trying to run him over and get the lab to bite him in his ass. Yeah, this is too much. Educated women. Y'all got checkbooks, right? You got bank accounts, I'm sure. You got ledgers, planners. I know most women do, right? I got a planner. I got a ledger, pluses and minuses. When you as an educated woman or a woman with an education that is pursuing her future, you have to look at men not by what they have in their bank account, but how they manage their bank account. You have to look at the amount of kids, the amount of mothers that they have, and you have to say to yourself, do I want to be an added bill? And you have to look at it like this. The other mothers are going to come before your check. They've been here the longest. Okay? And as kids get older, which means if you get with a man that already has kids and the kids are older, the older they get, the more expensive they get. Babies is easy. They real easy, especially if you got a breastfeeding mom, you know? But I just don't understand, how are we leaving that out of the equation? Why is it that you guys can get great jobs, you're 4.0s in college, but you can't apply that very education to picking a man, okay, that knows how to manage his household, meaning he doesn't go and make kids with this one, that one, this one, that one, which is going to directly impact your financial future and the level of relationship he's going to have with his kids. You're going to have to take some responsibility in that. So him living in another state, having other mothers, having kids, he don't see them all the time. You may say that's the golden child or whatever, but bottom line, this man is spread too thin because his legs, y'all legs is spread too wide. And then you want to say you don't believe in violence towards women, but you're going to try to run him over with your car and get a gun just because he wouldn't leave your property after he was talking shit about you to the kids? So those are just words. I think you're angry about something else and you're trying to rope the kids into it. You chose to lay down with this man, have kids with this man. You're actually being a great co-parent, I got to get to you, but you can't holler about a man allowing a baby to abuse a little girl. That's her brother. You need to teach her to fight back. They siblings. That's my thing. They siblings. And when you're siblings, anything goes. And you tell a baby girl, listen, this is where you're going to get your fight skills from. You practice on your brother. Now, don't kill him. But it's okay to practice, because if some little girls run up on you, or you happen to get in a relationship with a man that want to put his hands on you, you use him as the teacher. So you learn from your little brother. So when he slap you, you slap his ass the fuck back. These are kids. Do you understand what I'm saying? But you can't retaliate and try to run him over. Try to take the baby daddy out and then call him to come get the kids when you need me time. It's a lot going on here. And like I said, y'all educated women, y'all got to get better about this. Y'all have got to get better. Okay?